Listen, let's talk about how to let things slip through your fingers to grow, supersize your business, in your relationships, in your life, to make your life what you want it to be. How do we go about doing this? Let me ask you a question. Do you let the lottery winnings and the lottery slip through your fingers, or do you just choose not to buy a ticket or choose not to participate? Do you let relationships go just any which way, or do you choose to participate in those relationships to create the relationships that you want in your life, in your business, whatever? We choose, and when we choose, when we take and make decisions, we don't let things just slip through our fingers. What does our idiom, our expression today mean? It's, of course, means to fail to seize an opportunity, fail to take advantage of something, to fail, to flounder, to backfire, to collapse, to crush, to fizzle, to flop. All the words that you can imagine that have to do with failure. To let something slip through our fingers is assumed that that's what it is. That it's a bad thing. Now, this expression has been around since the 16th century. In 1622, Beaumont and Fletcher use it in work that they called The Prophetess, and it went something like, "Hold her fast, she'll slip through your fingers like an eel else," meaning, if you don't hold on to her, she's going to slip through your fingers and you'll be lost and you won't have that relationship. Well, guess what? You can always have another relationship, right? This whole belief that there's only one person of the 7.5 billion people for you is ridiculous. Just like thinking that any one opportunity that we pass on, or that we miss because we didn't hear about it soon enough, or it slips through our fingers because we don't act soon enough or decide soon enough that it's for us, we feel like it's a loss or a bad thing. But I've come to believe, through massive years of experience and some what I would have considered good opportunities going by because I wasn't prepared for them, and it's usually because I wasn't ready for that opportunity at the time. But there's always infinite possibilities and opportunities floating around us all the time. And when we are ready, we will seize those opportunities to grow in all the different areas and aspects of our life, but especially with respect to our businesses. We won't even see opportunities until we're ready to consider them. Now, how do you go about deciding if you should let an opportunity slip through your fingers? Because a lot of them we should. Actually, the vast majority of things that come our way with respect to growing and supersizing our business, we should absolutely, positively say no to. That's absolutely and positively mixed together. Absolutely, that's a new word. My daughter and I make up words when we can't think of one. So, absolutely, we should let things go and not take advantage of them. Well, how do we decide? Well, number one, we have to know ourselves really, really well. We have to have our values and our priorities set, and we have to know, as human beings and business owners, what is important to us. What are the things that we'll say, what's that line in the sand that we absolutely won't cross when it comes to building and growing and supersizing our business? Secondly, we need to know what we want. We have to know what our outcome is. We have to know where we're going, so that as things show up, we can decide if they're right for us or not, if they're right for us to grow our business or not. How do you do that? Well, we visualize and we think about and we communicate to other people in our organization what and where we're going, and probably a little bit of why we're going there. Then, when things come up, when a person, place, or thing enters our life, enters our sphere, enters our opportunity, we actually decide. We ask ourselves, does this match with our core values and who we are and who we're wanting to become? And is this person, place, or thing going to move us closer to our outcome, or will it not move us closer to our outcome? It makes it pretty easy to choose and decide based on, if something isn't going to move you where you want to go, then it's easy to say no to it. Well, easier to say no to it. So then we just choose to make a decision. And when we're choosing, when we're making a decision, we're not missing out on all the things we didn't decide to do. We just are focused toward achieving the things that we want. And either the things that come our way are going to help us to do that, or they're not. The things that aren't going to help to move us in the direction we want to go in any area or aspect of our life, we're going to say no to. Opportunities, different business associates, partnerships, relationships, great team members. They're going to come and go, but they're not going to slip through our fingers if when they show up, it's the right time for our business. It's a lot about focus and timing. Decision making, to me, based on our priorities, is absolute control. It's also our responsibility. And so the whole fear of missing out, I've replaced with, hey, it's the joy of missing out. It's the joy of being in control and choosing what I am and am not going to participate, what is and is not for my business. It makes life a lot simpler. It makes business a lot simpler and easier. And it also reminds us that in a chaotic, crazy world, which the world pretty much always is, we have a modicum of control. We can control the things that are important to us by knowing who we are, having our priorities, communicating those to the people that we interact with, focusing on what we want, knowing what we want first, and then focusing on that and filtering everything through. And you can do that really quickly. If you're clear on where you're going and you're clear on who you are and what you stand for, your business or yourself or both, it's easy to filter through opportunities and decisions and let the ones that aren't for you just drizzle through and slip through your fingers, and the ones that are for you and your organization and where you want to go and the impact you want to make in the world, it's easy to say yes to and take advantage of those. Love to know your experience with this particular idiom and expression, slip through your fingers. I'm sure I've used it, but kind of like the lottery example, if I'm choosing to not participate, I don't feel like I'm struggling or it's a hardship or that I'm sacrificing anything, because I'm making a choice to honor me and what's important to my business and what's important to my values and my outcome and what I'm trying to create in the world. And so then it doesn't feel like it's a sacrifice or a struggle. It's me choosing and moving in the direction of what I want. So share in the comments below your experience with this particular idiom. Do you feel like you missed that once in a lifetime opportunity? Did you let it slip through your fingers? Do you feel like you are in the wrong relationship, you married the wrong person? Do you feel like, at whatever area or aspect of your life? I'd be really curious. And of course, I will be with you again tomorrow with another interesting idiom about changes and challenges to coincide with this month's August 2021's Get Up and Go, free Get Up and Go challenge. Have a great day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.